Welcome back, everyone, to the Frogs of Calamitous Intent. And today's episode involves snails, one of my least favorite gastropods.
And we also have the third and possibly final Legends of the Hidden Temple.
But first, snails. Yeah, I won't lie, snails are kind of my least favorite of the insect-related worlds, because of how slimy and stuff they are. Although I like Bessie. Bessie's adorable. I don't think there's ever been a point where I've not liked Bessie. She's basically a cow if it was a snail. But of course, you know, after indulging in a little snail adventure, we do have the third temple coming up. We know that it's going to be a doozy, because that means that Sasha's most likely going to be reuniting with Anne and Marcy. And it's probably not going to go well. just a guess. Any predictions that you...
Or maybe she doesn't reunite at that point.
I guess it's possible. If something tells me she is going to show up one way or the other, because it is her temple. It'd be kind of weird if, you know, you dedicate a whole episode to a temple for Sasha and she just doesn't show.
I mean, it looks like from the screen grab that I'm seeing here that she's definitely in the temple. It just doesn't necessarily say that Marcy and Anne are at the temple as well.
Yeah, I suppose it's possible she could have found it on her own, but again, it's kind of pointless for her to go through it since she doesn't have the gem to power up. Unless they create a gem or something. I have no clue. This one's very,
ambiguous.
Yeah, as to which direction it's gonna go. Like, we know for a fact that it's most likely going to be in a volcano, and it's probably going to test, you know, Sasha's strength and resolve and leadership skills, and given how those have not been the best of lately, I feel like she might fail this one.
That or, you know, she might kind of realize, you know...
She'll have an epiphany of all this, you know, the not cool shit she's been doing lately with her friends. Well, I guess we'll have to see. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into some snail shenanigans, and then...
Snail mannequins.
And then finally enter the third temple. So, let's play. Oh, there's a little snail.
Good work, everyone! Wish I could help, but no legs, you know?
Well, I'm sure you've noticed that he is young and cute and needs to be protected at all costs. By contrast, you are an older snail. Much older. I mean, you've seen your share of winners, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'll just lay it on thick.
While we're busy packing today, I'm going to need you to take this little cutie under your shell. That's my good girl. Don't let me down. Okay, thanks, bye.
I see nothing going wrong with this. Aww. It's like a little lamb, like, meh. Aww. This. Give him all the food. Oh, what the hell, dude?
This won't end well.
Boo. This is gonna be a Looney Tunes cartoon, isn't it? Aww. Is he gonna do the thing? Aww.
Yeah, he did the thing.
But he doesn't have claws, he could have, like...
Can't have too many maps. Or can you?
Definitely gonna need these bad boys.
Those are the boom
And now
shrooms.
we get more deadly weapons. And can we also agree that you need some new gear already?
I was gonna say...
Good, because I already blackmailed Utopia's best armorer, and he's on his way right now to give you a whole new look. Hold up, did she just say...
It's full of ninja stars.
Look,
Where'd they get all those from?
what's the problem? Oh no.
There are ninja stars everywhere.
How many times Sasha and Marcy have tried to give me a makeover?
Oh, Lord. Oh, damn.
Too short?
This is not gonna go well.
Again? Oh, hey, Frogo. Just chopping wood.
Just chop wood.
Oh! I think we should start calling Bessie buttons.
Okay, I love you, bye-bye.
Oh, God.
Crab people.
Language. Aww. puppy dog eyes. Resolve. Crumbling. Ugh. Too cute, man. Too cute. I've never seen someone pull a chariot with a crab.
My name is Bernardo.
But
Who is in need of my services?
I don't know, Marmar. These old duds have been good to me, you know?
And we're probably going home soon.
you've worn that for like
Live
2
the
months
fantasy
straight.
world? Try a new identity role play?
Barbarian sounds pretty cool. Why don't you just wear a few and see how you feel? It won't hurt to try.
First up,
Barbarian is a fierce look.
little number
Oh,
covered with
shit.
painful poison barbs.
Never mind. That looks
That's a
like
bit
it
too
hurts.
pointy.
Dude, poison barbs. That's friggin' metal. Not again. This is the equivalent of chasing a child through a construction zone.
Bessie, what's gotten into you? You're supposed to be looking after MicroAngelo, not causing a frog dang ruckus. What the heck happened? I thought you were my good girl. This was obviously just too much responsibility for you. Come on, Bessie.
Dude,
Sorry,
to
old
chain
girl.
her up.
Today's preparations are just too important.
Hate.
Not really sure this is my style.
Oh my god.
Loving that loincloth.
It is a bit loud. Let's try a few.
Surprised those fangs aren't like stabbing her eyes.
A sorcerer's scream?
Too bad.
So goth.
Was that King's skull?
Too formal.
Crane style, Mantis style,
But-
moth style.
Oh, ta-da,
Friend is, how to say, hard to please. Technically speaking, those are siege gauntlets with built-in fire launchers.
Ooh.
Is that a tiny trebuchet? I'm gonna touch it.
Oh my.
God damn it. Save them, Bessie. Save them. Put out the fire for the love of God. Don't fuck up. Oh, God damn it. Son of a bitch. Come on, bust through the wall, Bessie. You can do it. My resolve gets me super strength. Do it, Bessie. You can do it. Yeah. God.
Whee!
Somebody please narrate what's happening.
Nice.
Cool guys don't look at explosions.
Oh, my frog, Bessie. Who put these boom shrooms here?
Ha, guilty.
Nah.
Also, those maps look incredibly intact.
Yep.
So, what do you guys think?
Minimalist, Bernardo
You
lied.
could use new shoes.
It is perfect.
Just saying.
But summer cut might be cute.
Looks like I owe you an apology. Tell you what, after today, you'll never have to look after MicroAngelo again. How's that sound?
Aww.
Aw, that's so cute. It's like, you're a little ball of trouble, but you're my little ball of trouble. Well, I guess Anne got a semi-new look. She has at least chest armor now, so she can prevent herself from being stabbed. That's, I guess, +1. I think she get new shoes, though. Or at least a new sock. Time for backstory.
Look at these aircraft. Leave those kids alone.
So Sasha used to be the old Marcy?
All yours.
Hey, you want to swing with us?
Props to her for standing up to them.
Oof.
And prepare.
Poor Joe Sparrow is carrying so much weight.
The third temple. Well, this can't be right. Lift to enter, brah?
Lift to enter, bra. That works.
Wow, way to go, Frobo!
Alright, now let's go crush this temple! Yeah!
Look after Joe Sparrow, Frobo. We'll be back soon.
I think they want to bring him along in case they need more stuff to lift. Aww. Oh shit.
Do you even lift, bro?
It's hot in here.
Ugh.
Whoa, are you guys okay?
Just a little dehydrated from the heat. We'll be all right.
Yeah, they need moisture to survive.
Oof. Welcome to the Cinnabar Island
Is it
gym.
strong enough to get across?
I have a distinct feeling this temple is about strength.
Wonder what those are for.
Oh. Ugh. Fun.
Alright guys, it's hammer time.
Can't touch this.
Honestly, send them back and bring Frobo in. He'd have more of
Yeah.
a chance.
Guys, no!
Oh shit.
Well,
It can't be.
How did you know where to find them?
Hey girlfriend, good to see you. You too? Whoa, check out your new threads. We heard you two were traveling together and tracked you both here. Did you say we?
Yep, there he is.
Even in this space, you don't seem to know much for me.
The whole reason we were stalking you was so I could tell Anne that everything that happened at Toad Tower was my fault.
I smell a trap.
Really? Yup. It was wrong of me to put your frog friends in danger. Temple has a theme, and this one appears to be strength. Then it's a good thing I showed up.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means you three are just gonna slow us down. Go wait outside until we're done. Hey, you can't tell
I mean,
me
she's
what to
not
do.
wrong.
You guys want cantaloupe flavor or bubblegum?
Cantaloupe! Cantaloupe!
Ew.
Ah.
You can keep that.
Ew. Ugh, cantaloupe.
So, Rosif, do you...
It really is a gym.
I'm not trying anymore.
What did dude bros design this temple? What the fuck?
Marcy and I have done these temples. No, wait, Sasha? I really think we should... Huh,
Yep.
this thing's gonna be over before it starts. Let's get going, nerds.
By nerds, she means you guys.
Welcome to the boss level.
Stay back, everyone.
I take
Golem's
steroids.
amphibia form is,
I'm getting Mario 64 flashbacks to Bowser laughing.
No problem. Unbelievable. Especially since you still don't trust me, even after I apologized. What?
What have you done to make it up, though?
It wasn't just Toad Tower, Sasha. You've been pushing me around my whole life.
Got you there. This reminds me of Dragon Ball. They fall in that room that keeps increasing gravity.
yep.
It's over. You also inspired us. You're fierce. You're brave. And most of all, you never give up. You're right.
She's also strength trained a lot more than the rest of you. Threw off my weighted
Yeah.
armor. And my weighted boots.
How heavy was that armor?
Thumbs up. Beam in the sky cliche.
Should we open it? No. If we turn that thing on, who knows where we'll end up. We should bring it to King Andreas so he can tell us how to use it correctly to get home.
No.
Of course. Trust Marcy to already have a plan. What's this? The gang, back together again.
Let's just stick it in her
Now come on,
hair.
Let's get back to Wartwood and get these frogs some water.
Meh.
You haven't forgotten the plan, have you? We only need those jokers to get safely into Newtopia.
Of course I haven't forgotten. And I'm pretty sure they bought my act back there. Hook, line,
Figured.
and sinker.
Because the things we've set in motion cannot be stopped.
But you have your doubts.
Who'd have thought that would happen? Hey. Well, it's kind of weird she would prioritize the Toads taking over Newtopia as opposed to her getting home. Like, I get it, she has loyalty to her Toad friends, but still.
Well, I think there's probably like a whole quid pro quo thing going on with her and, Grime. They probably agree that, Sasha should go home, but on the other hand, it's like, before you do this for me. So,
I guess that should have been obvious how that would play out. I figured Sasha would show up and obviously own the temple because, her whole thing's strength. It figures, because I was surprised at how fast it was moving.
It really was. This should have been like a half-hour episode. I wouldn't, that really should have made me, less suspicious. They really should have taken a little more time. Nothing against the Bessie and MicroAngelo episode. It was a good one. But, yeah, this one I think really needed more time to, flesh out and make you actually buy into Sasha's deception.
I'm guessing they realized no matter how long they took or how they did it, people who've been watching this so far should know that Sasha's going to inevitably betray them. That should have been a given. I guess they just didn't want to draw it out too much. The Strength Temple kind of makes sense when you think about it, because the whole thing of strength is being able to plow forward. It's not like with, the Intelligence Temple where, they had to figure out stuff as they went, or with the Friendship Temple where everything was like a metaphor or whatever. But, with this, it was just straightforward. So, it kind of makes sense, and I'm glad that Sasha was just like, no, let's just do this, let's keep going, and it worked pretty much for the most part. It actually seemed more like your typical temple.
I guess we begin with Bessie and MicroAngelo.
I mean, there's really not much to say about it, other than it was adorable. Yeah. Like I said, just like the typical Looney Tunes, Tex Avery cartoons, where you have, the big, older, pet, usually taking care of the younger pet or a young child or something, and shenanigans ensue. So, that was pretty much all that. Of course, they sprinkled in, them preparing in the background. It's nice to see that they are, preparing themselves properly and all that, although, and, change your friggin' outfit.
Or at least get new shoes and socks, for crying out loud.
She's been wearing the outfit for, over 2 months now, and walking around with only one shoe? That's always bothered me.
Not to mention all the stuff, the nastiness she's gotten into. It's like that. Her uniform must be,
The thing that, really gets me is that we've seen past episodes where she's changed outfits. Outfits that had 2 shoes. But then she defaults back to her regular outfit with the pink skirt and the one shoe, and I'm like, why? I know it's probably easier to animate and everything because that's her default model, but you'd think that, after a certain period, especially, I know the frogs don't have noses, but you think even they could smell her at this point. Yeah, that just annoyed me because they try to make it about, they're trying to change her and she just wants to be herself, but I'm like, yeah, but you can still use a change of clothes. I mean, you've been wandering around in, swamps and mud and all over other sorts of yuckiness. It's time to upgrade a bit. Yeah,
it's like, I don't blame you for your PTSD from, what Marcy's done to you, but, I really, at least the shoes and socks for crying out loud.
Besides, makeovers aren't that bad. I mean, believe it or not, I've actually, had makeovers done to me, and it's nice to, experiment just to see what other sort of outfits, can be you. I mean, yeah, it's nice to always, stick with the default, but even then, it's nice to just get out there and see what, you'd be surprised at what clothes you find that you like. I normally don't like dresses, but wearing muumuus is breeze. So I'm guessing, Frobo's just gonna hang out with them.
I guess, yeah, unless, They go back to the ruins. It's I don't know if we'll really get any sort of character development with him, at least not this season.
I guess so. I mean, I'm guessing he probably won't be of significance till he gets in Utopia, and then, and King Andreas and whoever else is there would recognize what he is. He's definitely made from, Utopian technology, given he has the same symbol on his chest as, the symbol of Utopia. So, definitely know that's going to come more into play. I'm surprised they just didn't use him more in this temple. It's he's already shown his strength, and that's what you need to get through this temple. So why would you leave him behind and take along the frogs who are pretty much killing themselves to get through this, and they're not offering anything of, any sort of help. If anything, they're more of a liability in this temple. Like, I get they're dedicated to Anne and Marcy and trying to help, but it's like, if you're in an environment that literally is killing you, like, you're not helping. You're making things worse. So I guess the question now is, what are we gonna do until the inevitable betrayal? You looked up what the next episode is?
I mean, our next episodes, I know we got The Dinner and Battle of the Bands. I'm gonna guess that, you know, they're gonna try and maybe keep up the charade with, you know, having the three of them together as frenzies again, have a nice dinner, except, you know, things go wrong, a lot of skepticism.
I'm guessing this is going to be the episodes that are probably going to change Sasha's mind about the whole betrayal thing. Because we know that she has more of a grudge against Anne than she does Marcy. I mean, Marcy was ecstatic to see her, so that was nice. And
Marcy didn't outright, you know, betray her.
Right.
You know.
But she's still on the Newt's side, and that's who the Toads are trying to fight. So that kind of, you know, creates a conflict of interest. But even so, I mean, I was kind of wondering, like, how the heck Marcy and Sasha were friends, given how different they are. And I always figured it was because they had Anne as the mutual friend. But then you see, like, you know, then you hear that Anne was telling them how both Marcy and Sasha were always trying to give them makeovers. So I guess they did bond over certain things that Anne wasn't into. And I can see that, too. You know, Sasha seems more into fashion. Of course, Marcy loves to play dress-up and RPG and all that, so makes sense they would have that common interest.
Plus, you know, Sasha starting out as that accident-prone, just like not knowing when to stop.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm like, she really was the old Marcy.
Up, and away! Pfft. Up, and away! Pfft. Up, and away! Pfft. I mean, credit to her for standing up to, you know, older kids for two girls she didn't know. But I guess she definitely learned from that. I mean, we know she definitely got better in terms of intimidation, given how she used to shield Anne from getting bullied in school.
Yep.
He said, in that respect, she, you know, is a good person, that she's willing to stand up for anyone, for any reason, even without a reason. It just sucks that the flip side of that is that she expects, you know, total obedience and, you know, compliance with whatever she wants to do.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that the reason that she and Grime were able to find and, you know, knew about the temple is that Andreas must have led them to it in a way, because seeing that General Yunnan probably would have reported, he must have figured it out and done some, you know, subtle way of letting them find out.
I guess so. I mean, I know it has to be part of his plan in order to get the girls to power up the gems. I mean, it kind of seems against his better interest, considering, you know, the Toads are trying to rise up against him, but I guess he must have anticipated that and is now already building his forces to stop that, but at the same time is manipulating the Toads into thinking that they have the upper hand.
I mean, ultimately, it's all about the chest, so yeah. I think he would probably, and it looked like he was even ignoring any news about, you know, the Toad uprising. Nah, it's like, he's probably very well, you know, ingratiated into certain circles that would know how to get in touch with Grime.
Plus, we don't know about the powers of that giant monster he serves. And with the many eyes, maybe it can see what's going around.
That is also a possibility.
Probably tips him off before anybody else knows.
Yeah. But the point being that Andreas is probably very much aware and is probably the one that tipped them off.
I guess so, because the subtlest hint we got last episode of how she knew where they were was that she heard that King Andreas had 2 humans in his service. So obviously she assumes that they were in Newtopia serving him. I'm guessing they must have a spy or something that said, oh, they went to Wartwood, and that's when she assumed, oh yeah, they're with that frog family I don't like. And they probably have been tailing them for, I don't want to say too long, but probably at least recently.
Well, I mean, Sasha and Grime definitely knew that they were in Wartwood, given that that's where, you know, she and Anne reunited.
Right, but when, I'm just saying, when they mentioned, you know, that she was serving Andreas, it, you know, stands to reason they think, oh, she's in Newtopia now.
Point is, I'm very certain that, Andreas was able to, use a spy or something to, get the information along.
I'm guessing the next episodes is going to be basically them throwing like a goodbye dinner or something. Because now that all of the gems are powered up, all they have to do now is wait for Andreas' word on how to, work the chest and whatnot. So it's probably going to be Anne's final goodbye to everyone in Wortwood, her final goodbye to the Plantars, them getting into last-minute shenanigans, dragging Marcy and Sasha along, probably endearing Sasha more to the frogs, who she's been trying to kill up to this point, making her realize that what she's doing is wrong, and realizing last minute that, she should tell them what the real plan is. That's just my guess for what's going to happen. And I hate to say that it's probably going to lead up to Marcy's inevitable betrayal.
Yeah. While I'm sure that Andreas' proposition is definitely sinister, I'm thinking at least, when he was actually telling Marcy and we didn't hear it, I'm assuming that his proposition was, oh, hey, you can spend some time in Wortwood with the Plantars and, get to enjoy farm life.
True. And just make sure, once you power up the gems, to bring it immediately to me so I can help you. I'm not saying Marcy's going to betray them in a malicious fashion the way Sasha did. I'm saying that it's probably going to get to a point where either she loses confidence in both Anne and Sasha in terms of their ability to get home, or Sasha's going to reveal, the whole secret betrayal with the Toads, and Marcy, out of fear of the Toads getting to them before they can get home, takes it without their knowledge and heads back to Newtopia without them. Either way, this is all leading toward a huge trap. We know that much. We've only had, 2 episodes left?
So we got, so like I said, we got the dinner and Battle of the Bands next time, and then the finale, True Colors.
Yeah, so we know definitely something's going to happen next episode that's either going to change, a character's alignment or motives or something, and it's going to set everything in motion. So yeah, until next time, for whoever's sudden but inevitable betrayal, I'm Kat MacBerrie.
I'm Doug MacBerrie.
And I still hate snails, but Bessie MicroAngelo is still adorable.